This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live. Tonight, fans, I got an eBay haul and an update. It's July 12th, 2016. Welcome to the Great Legend Show Live. Got some nice Bowens back there. Check out them Bowens. Super Scroll, Namor, Dr. Doom, Sandman. Don't want to raise it too high. Got to get it centered on my face. So we're live tonight. Welcome to the Great Legend Show. Let me kind of scoot back. I'm in a different chair. So the chair, I don't know if a kid peed in it or why it's sitting over there, but we in a different chair tonight, and that's all right because it's the Great Legend Show, and I'm coming at you live tonight. I have a couple of eBay packages. Now, these packages come all the way from March 16th, 2016, and March 16th, 2016. A lot of times, fans, I just pile up the boxes and I don't open them until a long time later. Maybe that's why they keep messaging me. They're like, "Oh, did you get your package? Can you leave me like positive feedback?" You know, I ordered these Tales from the Dark Sides comics by IDW. I haven't read them yet, and I think I've got number 2. That I might have number 2. I'm not sure. It's going to be a 4-issue mini. And there'll be different stories, but somehow I think they're all going to kind of go together. And while I'm talking, I'm unwrapping this package. But I need to read them. You know, I haven't read it yet. But the guy kept messaging me. He was like, "What?" It was like he kept asking me to leave him feedback, and I forgot how to do it on the app, on the iPad or iPhone or whatever. And I was like, "Just Jesus, man, leave me alone. I'll leave your feedback later when I get on the computer." eBay on the computer, I'm pretty good at, you know. But, and you know, before I finish opening this, and this is well packaged, a little comic mailer type thing. And I got the trusty Winchester representing the Winchester. Look at that sheen, look at that shine. Sometimes I sharpen it, sometimes I don't. Let's check out the comments real quick. Before I even check the comments, I want to give a big special shout out to Comic Noob. He was here with me when I started the live show. He's in the comments right now. So big props to Comic Noob, and thank you for watching. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about you here in a little bit because I got some good stuff to say about Comic Noob. And just a lot of great people in the community. That some folks are having contests right now. I want everyone out there that's watching, that's my subscribers, to go check these guys out. And I hope to God I have this thing. I can't remember, but last time I did a live video, I did a live video. It was about a 30-minute video, and I did the video before the, Jesus, my mouse is so dirty. Kids be playing games on here and stuff. You know, Roblox, Minecraft, but man, they have dirty, sweaty little fingers. Get my mouse all grimy. It's disgusting. It's like a damn kid eating chocolate on the keyboard. I have a friend like that. His name's Dan. Dan, I know you're probably not watching this because your horny ass is on Xbox, always trying to find women to date or whatever the hell you do cyber sex wise on there, you sick freak. But anyway, so big shout outs to Dan. Try to remember your damn Xbox name. We've been friends since junior high, and he's as horny as ever. But anyway, god damn. All right, so back to what I was saying. I did a live show to promote the Stash That comic auction that's hosted on the Blast It or Stash It YouTube page. Blast It or Stash It also has their main live show on Friday nights. So I recorded a good, a lot of people came to visit and a lot of viewers. So, it was great and let people know about the auction and everything. And it was a great turnout and awesome auction as well. Comic Noob did a great job hosting. We had a great panel of guys on there. We had Aim High Comics on there. It was his first time on the auction, and he was like a damn natural. He did really good. We had Houdat Comics on there. He's big time in the auctions. He's really good. We had Bruce Zayas, another awesome auction guy on there. Who else? Oh, God, who else did we have on there? We had Big Bear Comics on there. It was his first time on the auction, so great to see Big Bear on there. First time on this auction, the Saturday Night Silent auction. Stash That on Blast It or Stash It. He was having some mic difficulties, but everyone chipped in to help him, and he sold some books and everything. So that was really cool. Big Bear's another great guy where he's no noob or rookie. No noob. Hey noob, no pun intended. No noob. I love noob. And I'm gonna get to noob here in a minute. But Big Bear has an awesome eBay store where he sells a lot of comics on. He packages the comics just perfectly. Just a great seller. Highly recommend him. And I don't remember who else. I know I was on the show, and Comic Noob was hosting the show, and I think that's all we had on the show. But sometimes Captain Cold Comics has sold stuff on the show too. Comic Collector 96 was on there one time. So it's a show that's getting bigger and bigger as time goes on. And so if you don't know the Blast It or Stash It guys, I mean, all of them have their own individual channels, but they have the big group channel as well. And all you got to do to find that channel is just type in Blast It or Stash It. And you'll see a bunch of videos. Scroll down past those and look for the channel icon and the channel name, and sub it up. It's really good. So anyway, like I was saying, made this little commercial for the show, and then the damn thing didn't upload. So I was like, where's my video? I just made this about an hour ago. But what I did, and I don't know if it does this automatically or whatnot, but after this thing publishes, I didn't go into YouTube maybe like a day or two after, and it was set to private, so where only I could see it, or maybe it was unlisted, I don't know, but it only had one view. And it was me. But no, it had a lot of live views, but I don't know how they calculate live views to normal views or whatever. It doesn't matter. It was still fun. And so a lot of times when I do live shows, sometimes I don't have a rewind, or I don't, people can't catch it on the replay. I just delete the thing, so no big deal. Some shows I keep, like this one I'll keep. I'm showing stuff, and I want to concentrate on some shout outs and stuff of that nature. I was wondering why my mouse was froze up and I had my mouse turned off. So let me move my mouse around and view this on the watch page, and I'll check some comments before we get into our first eBay haul, and then I'll kind of let you know some stuff that I've been doing here in the comic book community, which I haven't been doing very much, but occasionally I'll show up here and there. So let me do that real quick. I want to mute it, so I don't want to hear myself talk over the loudspeaker saying coming at you live like all the time. So what we got, fans, I want to give some shout outs that are in the chat room. Like I said, Comic Noob was in here right at the very beginning. And Comic Noob is a great guy. I don't know if I want to get to my shout outs yet or show the first, but let me just go over the comment people. So we got Comic Noob in here, and he's saying what's up and how it goes, and he's like, front row, biatches. All right, we got Mr. Gretzky, 9966. I always love Mr. Gretzky. He's a good YouTuber, and if y'all aren't subscribed to Mr. Gretzky, it's easy for people in the live comments to subscribe, because all they have to do is mouse over their name, and then it pops a little pop-up block or a little square or rectangle, whatnot, and you just go to subscribe them. So definitely do that. We have Spectacular Spider Grandpa. Him and Comic Noob are actually two of the members on Blast It or Stash It. So it's great to have Spider Grandpa in here. He always gives his top 10 books of the week, and it's really cool. And he was working on a top 10 intro. I remember seeing that video. I think it had Spider-Man on there, because he's the Spider Grandpa. He loves him some Spidey. We got Mr. Chupacandre. Man, finally got to see the great legend live, and I've seen Mr. Chupacandre in the comments before. Welcome, brother. It's good to be here live, and thank you so much. And it's just sometimes I don't really I don't do it anymore. I used to do a Friday live show, so everyone knew what they was going to get. They was going to at least get to see Great Legend on Fridays live. But now with the way live is and just how fast it uploads, and the quality's really good. I use open broadcast software when I do solo live appearances. So when it's just me, I use that. And it used to work like crap. It never synced my mouth up, but I figured it out because I had the 32-bit version downloaded. Now I got the 64-bit. I got a 64-bit computer system, so it works a lot better. Oh, there he is, Captain Cold Comics. I just mentioned him. He was in the first Stash That auction live show. Then that was back when it was on Comic Noob's channel. So it's great to see Captain Cold Comics on there. Richard Contreras. It's good to see you, Richard, man. Long time no see. It's always good to see you in the comments. Tats Comics is here with us, and man, he has had some huge hauls, and I haven't been able to watch them all yet, but I'll kind of, go through a little bit, but I haven't commented because, man, there's so many great Tat Comics videos. He got a whole bag full of books, and I think there were 50 cents a book, and these were like brand new books, so a lot of these were cover price of $3.99. You know how those Marvel assholes do it. It's all $3.99 all the time. So Tats Comics is here. Also, the Blast It or Stash It channel is here right now. So what y'all need to do, if you're watching this live right now, easy way to do it, go to Blast It or Stash It, move your mouse over that, and then you can do subscribe. Then you can watch Blast It or Stash It every Friday night. You can watch the Saturday live show. And also, we have Vince is coming at us live. Bitches, coming at you live. It's good to see you here on live. Can you close the door, please? Thank you. And people always want to get on the camera. You know what I'm saying? So Vince, Semper Fi Comic Guy is here. I've got some great shout outs for him as well as Huey's Comics, who is also on the Blast It or Stash It page. Midwest Comic Man is another one on there. On Blast It or Stash It, Spectacular Spider-Man. Dude, there's just, oh my God, there's just so many people. It's like, it's insane. But it's so awesome at the same time. There's a lot of people viewing it. I clicked on the wrong thing. Such a scrubby guy. Oh, Kirby's Comics. Yeah, so, and yeah, so the Blast It or Stash It guys are really a lot of fun. And it's fun to watch them. They'll go through their books throughout the week and see what they like, see what they don't like. And so if they don't like it, they blast it. Like, gun it down. Because all of them are proficient in firearms. And stash it if they like the book. AKA, let's bag it and board it. And pray about it. Or I don't know. Something good. So, thank y'all so much for being here. Yeah, Tat knows what's all about. The kids come in the room and they just want to be a part of it too. But so good to see y'all here. I want to go ahead and let me get on my camera because I don't even know if I'm okay, here we go. Sometimes I have all these other windows open and I don't actually see myself, so I'm just kind of like talking into the camera natural, but the lighting and all the stuff looks okay. So let me go ahead and open this one up. This is an eBay haul back from March 16th, 2016. A lot of times when I order stuff online, especially if they're just back issues or maybe they're new current issues that I missed out on. I have been going back and I'm trying to complete my New 52 run of certain books, and I believe I've done pretty well with that, but I'm sure once I get to the point of organizing the books, I'll find some that I don't have. But I have several long boxes and short boxes. I have 6 short drawer boxes, about 3 or 4 long boxes that have various random books that I need to go through and sort those books. So I'm going to unbox this one here. See what this one is. It's well packaged. It's surrounded by bubble wrap, which is nice because I always keep my packaging materials so I can mail stuff back or mail other things out. That way I'm not like paying for packaging materials. But if you ever and Big Bear probably knows this because he's a high volume seller on eBay, and I'm sure there's other high volume sellers too. It's awesome to buy your shipping supplies from eBay. I've bought like tons of bubble envelopes. Like you go to Office Depot, you buy like say 12 bubble envelopes, big size, size you can put a CGC book in, and it's like 27 bucks. It's some insane price. It's almost like paying $2 per bubble envelope, but you can get like over 100 bubble envelopes for like that much money on eBay. So I always go the eBay route on shipping supplies. Oh, sweet. Yeah, hell yeah. I was looking for this one, and I'm so glad I got this. it doesn't matter what condition it's in. I mean, it looks great. I mean, there's a crease on the right hand bottom corner. There's spine ticks, but that's okay. The book is from the later 60s. I don't remember the actual year on the book, and I'll show it to you in a minute. But it's, of course, it's not in Mylar yet. I know. What are you going to do? It's Dark Shadows, issue number 3, and it's supposed to have the pull-out poster inside. Let me make sure real quick. Always do the comic noob style. Go ahead and take the tape off or just put it on the back of me, because you don't want your comics to snag on that. Very beautiful book. It presents very well. You know, there's some little dings and dents on it and things of that nature, but really cool. I mean, there's some spine ticks. You know, you can see quite a few on there, but damn, so awesome. Glad to have this book. I like these old stories. This is from 1969. Dark Shadows, man. Love that TV show. There's Barnabas Collins, looking good. Comes with the poster on the inside, so real pleased with that. We've got some flashbacks here. Got some pilgrims in the house. Yeah, got some fucking pilgrims in the house. Yeah, there's some pilgrims. Collinswood, or Collinsport, 19 probably Pilgrim times. 14 was it? No, 1690, 1607. Shit, I don't know. What do I look like? Wikipedia, but I'm talking Plymouth Rock kind of shit. So glad to have this. This is Dark Shadows number 3 with poster. Issue 1 also had a poster in it as well, and just glad to have that. I was like wondering when I was going to find that box that had that book in it. So very cool. Don't really remember what I paid for it, but nice book. Very good looking book. Love it, man, love it. I'm still in the episode 600s of watching that show, and I think there's over like 1,200 episodes, so I'm like maybe halfway through it. I've got the Dark Shadows coffin collection that has all the episodes in the coffin. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I have it on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, my username on Instagram is rdowdy95. So, you know, it's the Great Legend coming at you live from Instagram with some pictures. I don't post much on there because I don't have a lot of new stuff to show, but there's quite a bit of things that I haven't shown. You know, I have a lot of stuff that people don't know I have just because I haven't showed it yet, you know. But I'm proud of my collection. It's not as big as some on here. Don Comic Junkie, over 50 million comics. No, just kidding. But yeah, I got a pretty good little collection. I got about over 3,000 comics that I have documented in my collector's program. Of course, there's a bunch that are everywhere in the house, undocumented, and things of that nature. Let me look at this one. This is well packed. Just got a little paper in the top. Got a little flat box here with a little deal in there, a little envelope. So this might be, if these came around the same time, this one was from Starbase Atlanta. The other was just a YouTube, or no, an eBay user. But these might be the other Dark Shadows books that I had ordered from eBay. And I ordered some from the same seller. It's always good to order from the same seller if he has other books that you need, because really helps out with shipping. You're not paying separate shipping prices and, you know, stuff like that. So let's see what this is. I mean, sometimes I do these hauls and they're like new books or more current books, say from the New 52. But let's see what we got here. Ooh, these look old. Yeah, I kind of, you know, I got a little corner there. It says 15 cents. It looks like a painted cover. Could it be some more Dark Shadows goodness? Alright, I'll be there in a minute, buddy. Close the door, I'm live. So these are some very fines. Wow. Ooh, and a very good plus. Looks good, man. You know, like these are books that, you know, they're, for me, I'm just such a huge Dark Shadows fan. I don't really care about the grade per se. I think my number 1 is a pretty good grade. But for me, it's all about the story. This is number 4. Dude, Jonathan Frid. who would have ever thought, like, just that role that this man took would, like, take off, you know what I mean? Stage actor, but you know, went in for the part. They liked Dan Curtis liked what he saw, and man, he did great. I mean, just like almost like underrated. Ooh, these staples are pretty crappy looking. They're not shiny by any means or anything, but you know, we'll put these in Mylar and they shouldn't degrade anymore. But that's number 4. This one here is number 7. It's another photo cover there. Terror flies by night. So these are very fine. That one's very good. This one's probably even this one's probably a very good, you know. It says 6.0 to 6.5. I don't have my little chart, my CGC chart or anything. Very fine though, number 7. Like I said, photo cover there. And then after, was it number 8, they started doing painted covers. And man, I mean, you know, you still got your, you know, it's representing Jonathan Frid right there. But god damn, that is so cool. I just like the old school, man. Gold key. A lot of books like this, gold key books. I find books that aren't Marvel, books that aren't DC, you can get some really good deals on them, and they're not as expensive. But of course, you know, if you're not into dark shadows, you know, you probably wouldn't, you know, like give a shit about that. You know what I mean? But you can find some great books on eBay if you just look. So damn, that's my eBay haul. So anyways, let's go back to the comments, and then I'm going to do some shout outs and some brief shout outs, and then I'm going to show you what I've been reading. I also found that a trade, or one of my Masterworks editions, I didn't know where the hell it was for a while. It was under the Lego Brick Bible, which I need to get my ass in gear and start reading it to my youngest again, because we've been reading the it's not called Lego Brick Bible, it's just called the Brick Bible, and we're in the Old Testament right now. We just got past Judges, the book of Judges, so we're moving on. But dude, we saw Samson, just like Lego version, like take this line and just bust him in half, and blood was everywhere. It's really pretty cool how they do the violence and the blood, the beheadings, and all the violent stuff that did go on in the old days, or the Old Testament, if you will. So let me check into the viewers. We got 15 viewers, which is pretty good for an old YouTuber like myself. I'm pretty proud of that, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking your time out to watch this, because there's a shitload better people out there than the legend that you can be watching right now, especially for a guy that doesn't have a lot of the current books or anything like that. I just kind of read when I read, and talk when I talk, walk when I walk, and, you know, just do all that kind of stuff. But I still like doing these shows just to kind of let you know what I've been doing. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to talk about some of the people I've been watching and getting to know. And I always talk about this new era in YouTube. Of course, Comic Noob knows I kind of take that from the WWE storylines and kind of mix it into my own shit on here. But that's really what it is. The YouTube comic book community has come a long way. We still have a lot of the old schools, and a lot of those old schools have left, you know, and just never did come back. A lot of the younger collectors are just gone. You know, they just disappeared. But, you know, those kids probably went off to college, and, you know, are so busy they don't have time, or actually they're probably paying off student loans by now. But let's check the comments a little bit more if I can find them again. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we got J-Rocks in the house, and I miss J-Rocks. I know Noob was doing one of his late night hangouts, late night with Noob, I think. Man, he's just like the late night shows, like who is you know, like Fallon or Letterman or Conan, any of them people out there. But yeah, J-Rocks is in the house. I think he was on there last night on Noob's channel. Reader1717, she is one of those originals. Well, originals in my book. I mean, there's probably more before her and myself, but she's one of the OGs here in the comic book community. Y'all need to sub up and get y'all's lessons learned. Also, another one that's I don't know how long. Well, he's been collecting for all of his life, I think. But Mike, Comic Crypt of Castle Hills, he's the man, and I'm going to get to a little bit about him in a minute too, about some of the channels that I watch and some of the channels that I think people need to watch more of, because there's so many out there of the new generation, or the new era that I like to call it. And then there's a lot of the old ones, like some of the new folks may not be subscribed to Reader 1717 Cami, which is just crazy because there's so much good content on that channel. She's really damn knowledgeable of her books, her collection, and she tells you like it is. She preaches it, which is really good. No bullshit from that girl. So definitely check her out. Let me kind of scroll up, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Vince is in the house. Big shout out to Vince. Tats Comics. Just a little bit of everyone. Oh, Captain Cole's in the house, boy. You know Captain Cole likes some of them. Captain Cole likes the Dark Shadows. I don't know if he does or not, but Captain Cole, boy, he loves some good books. So let me kind of talk a little bit about. Ooh, what did you say? Send you a message. Oh, Celos. Celos 189 is in the house. Definitely, I'm subbed to Celos. Carlos, man, really good guy. Comic Noob knows what it's about. He loves watching him some Rita 1717. She's a real sweet gal. And also, she's on the GPAP offline hangouts, which is the Comic Lounge, which I like that. I've only been on a couple of times, but I like getting on there every now and then, pull a cameo. Sometimes I stalk this guy named Roger69501. If he's in that shit, I'll join him up because I love me some Roger. All right, anyway, let me get to my stuff. I'm going to show you a couple books that I've been reading. Like I said, I don't read a lot of current books, but still running through my Fantastic Four collection. You can check that out. You can see the single issues on youtube.com/rdaddy95. Scroll down and you can see my complete collection playlist. I'm up to 100 on that. 101 through 150s in the box over here. I gotta find a time when the kids are quiet and where I can just show them, because I show each one of the single books, but those are good. And then I've got probably all the way up to volume 3 totally sorted, so over 600 books maybe. And then the Marvel Now books, I gotta find those. Then after that, it's like a tornado. I don't know where all my Fantastic Fours are. But on the volume 2 of the trade paperback Marvel Masterworks, I have, and I've got a lot of them. Well, who's that in the way? Superman's kind of in the way, but if you look right there, you can see Mr. Fantastic barely coming, stretching all the way from there behind the books to fight Doctor Doom and rescue Sue Richards down there. But I have all my Marvel Masterworks Fantastic Fours there, and I also have the Strange Tales Masterworks, which is actually, it's just called Human Torch Marvel Masterworks, but it's all of his stories from Strange Tales, kind of before Doctor Strange got really big in issue 110. But the issue I'm on, because I'm reading through all the Fantastic Four books, is issue 18, which is the first appearance of Super Skrull. In issue 17, you get the aftermath of Hank Pym. Hank Pym was in 16, and Doom was invaded this micro world, so Ant-Man shrunk everyone down so they can chase after him. Well, the chase continues in issue 17, and Doctor Doom, man, he just like jumps out of an airplane hatch and just falls, and Ben of course rescues Alicia Masters, which is his girlfriend at the time. So next issue is number 18, and they're gonna fight the all-powerful Super Skrull. So Super Skrull's right there flaming on. Reed's catching Johnny, Sue's looking up things, getting pissed. But I really like these. I love these Marvel Masterworks editions, because a lot of my early Fantastic Fours, they're not in the best of shape. So when I finish 18, I'll have 19, 20, and I think after 19 and 20, it's the, if you look really close, Hippie showed this on his latest video, where it's one of the books he wants to get slabbed. It's Fantastic Four, the annual number 1. And eventually I'll save all my annuals for my complete collection video. I'm going to save all those and show those in their own video. And then after I read this, I want to read this book here. This is Watchmen by Alan Moore and art by Dave Gibbons. It's the deluxe edition, hardcover, still in the shrink wrap. I haven't even really opened it, but I watched the movie again for the third time. I watched it in the theater once with my buddy Hank. I watched it with my wife. She didn't really get into it. She didn't really understand it. She was like, "Well, how did they get their superpowers? How are they so strong? You know, blah blah blah. You know, I mean, come on, it's just superhero stuff. Why is Rorschach's thing moving like when it's just cloth? You know, and all this." So I'm gonna officially read that book probably when I get done with the Fantastic Four Volume 2, and then I'll order from the library the Chew trade paperback Volume 3 because I've read the first 10 issues of Chew. So yeah, just a lot of like back issue reading or trade reading, hardcover reading, stuff like that. And at the same time, I've been going through and sorting out my comic collection. There's just you know, there's stuff everywhere, and there's boxes that are unopened. Like you can see, like some brown boxes, like right there, that are unopened. So, anyways, without further ado, I want to give some shout outs and stuff real quick. And first and foremost, like I said, Celos is in the house. Good to see you, Celos Comics. And what I wish YouTube would do, I wish it would save all the comments that are the live comments like they used to. I know, I mean, it's crazy because it like has so much. The comments would be all over the place, and you know, it would just fill everything up. But everyone in the comments, check them out. The live comments. Kingpin PKR316. It's so good to have you here. He loves Reader 1717's videos, and a lot of times some of these people may have never chatted live with each other. So it's kind of the thing when you do a live show and you have a lot of people commenting in the comment box. They're just chatting amongst themselves, which is really great, and it's a great way to know, for them to know each other and for me to know them. So it's really cool. Right now, there is 4 YouTube contests that I know of. And all of them involve, I think, shout outs. I know one involves getting my wife on camera. That may or may not happen. I don't know. And for the most part, I normally don't even do. I normally don't do a lot of contest videos. I don't know. Like, I'm lazy. You know, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm one lazy SOB. A lot of times I don't do contest videos, but I have won my share of contests. Believe me. Damn, I got on a streak one year where I was just winning shit left and right. But I don't like winning a lot of stuff because, for one thing, honestly, I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I have too much stuff, and I need to get rid of some stuff. But there's a lot of people out there that are really generous on YouTube, and I want you to make sure that you're subbed up to them. And this also goes along with some of the contests that are going on right now. Um, Don the Comic Book Junkie has a contest. Don is over 1,000 subscribers. One of the hottest comic community channels, pretty much, there is currently in the comic book community, and I hope a lot of people are sub to him. But sometimes there's so many channels you don't even really know other channels exist. If that makes any sense. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But like some of the new era, like I don't know if they're subscribed to Captain Strangelove, and I know from my gal reader Cammy, we love us some Hans. We love us some Captain Strangelove. We love Gimpy 204, Hippies Collectibles, Gene Paul Ace Peter, old GPAP. Just so many like classic people from the old days. Um, Damn, I can't even think. Oh, Howler Mouse. Yeah, I love me some Howler Mouse. Roger 69501. A lot of the some of the old originals you can also find on the right side of my YouTube channel page. If you go to youtube.com/r.e95, look on the right, you'll see a lot of like just classic people. AG Surfer, it's so good to see you, sir. Thank you for, holy shit. I got to take a screenshot. I got 20 people watching. That's pretty cool. I get a little giddy. I'm like a little schoolboy or schoolgirl, whatever they fucking call them. But anyway, Giddy's a schoolgirl. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, there's some awesome people. Um, Yeah, no edits, man. I don't know what's going down. I don't edit nothing. But anyway, so I want to give some shout outs. So, of course, y'all are probably subbed up to the guy, Don the Comic Book Junkie. But I want to talk about two guys that are currently having a contest right now. But before I get into them, I want to talk especially about someone that's a pretty awesome guy that I got a lot of love for in the community, who breaks his back doing stuff for the community and doing stuff for Blast It or Stash It, one of the pioneers of that channel, and it's none other than Comic Noob. He's in the comments right now. Man, he's one of a kind, and I first met him through another channel, and I won't say the name of that channel because it's like Vince sometimes says, me and Vince and Noob and everybody would be talking, and if you say the wrong thing out of context, I mean, a shitload of people will come at you with the torches and the pitchforks. And I mentioned it before. I'm talking 1931, baby. Boris Karloff, Colin Clive, fucking A-Man. Who's the other one? Renfield. Who you ask? Renfield asked. Who's that Renfield? Dwight Fry. That was him. Dwight Fry. And Elsa Lancaster in 35, the blind man with the pipe. Smoke. Oh, God. I love those monster movies. Mike will tell you. But anyway, let me get back to Comic Crypt. Oh, no, let me get back to... I love the Crypt. Don't get me wrong. But let me get back to Comic Noob here. Man, so anyways, I was on this channel every now and then. Maybe I hit the channel 2 times. One for an auction and one for some other show. But I started watching this guy, and man, he just kind of sounded like me, like it's kind of like a guy with the same kind of accent, and he was just preaching, like telling it like it was, and he saw through a lot of bullshit. And I have nothing but respect for him, and I have nothing but respect for all of that, and he'll tell you like it is. Just a great guy to be around, great guy to talk to, and that's Comic Noob. Like I said, he's just one in a million, and you've got to check this guy out because he's hot, man. Like, like I look at it like wrestling a lot of times, because that's just kind of like my mentality of like things I see in the comic book community. I think of it as a big ass wrestling roster. And let me tell you, for Cammy, she's whipping that ass, always whipping that ass. On there in the women's division, and I don't want to say division like women and men are divided, but like out of my females, she's one of the best ones. Mercy's Little Show, and those are my like top 2 right now. I just don't watch a lot of females. Not that I don't love females. Shit, I love the ladies. I'm all about I love my ladies. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll be done a little bit. You're not watching me live, are you? You're watching me live? All right, we'll keep watching. Thanks for the extra view. All right, man, let me finish up. I'll be in here a little bit. But anyway, so, can you close the door, brother? Damn, might be lagging my system or lagging my internet. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so, but I look at it kind of like wrestling. And right now, I tell you, if Don the Comic Book Junkie... Who would he be like? Shit, Don be like Roman Reigns. I mean, he got a... I'm just kidding. No, but Noob is like your damn Dean Ambrose. He's the man right now. He's the man with the plan. One of my favorites. But I can't relate everyone to a damn wrestler. But that's what I'm saying. He's got that hotness, like where you got to check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff. He does a lot of late night hangouts. He loves live because, man, when you do live, it's just so quick, it's fast, and it's just a blast to be around Noob. And through Noob, that's kind of when I got to know Simplify Comic Guy, Who Dat Comics. I got to know him. I got to know Captain Cold, Bruce Zayas on the auction shows. Big Bear I've always watched on the other auction, because I like to see what people are selling, and I like to see with Comic Noob and Don Comic Junkie, I get to see a lot of stuff. And who that, I mean, there's a whole, like, a bunch of new guys that I'm now sub to, and they read the books. They know what's coming out. They do the previews. They're big on like first appearances and like books that could be key issues. And I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff anymore. Not currently. Um, I'm always on the on the rewind trying to just read stuff that I have. But that's kind of the stuff I look into, reading more old stuff. Now, I did jump on a hot book, and I got to thank Hans, Captain Strangelove, because shit, I got like 4 of them. I want to show him because I think I just saw his name pop up. I got to browse over to it. Let me see. And I got these because I just couldn't go wrong, man. Hans showed some. Damn it. I don't know where they are. Hold on. I got to find these. It's so cool. Oh, my God. I can't find them. Come on. Where are you? Anyways, it was that book. It's a part of the Superman death storyline, and it was the Chinese Superman. And his book, I think, comes out tomorrow. I think it's called All New Superman, and it's #1. It's the Chinese Superman. And God, I think I bought like 4 copies of it. I mean, like someone on eBay was selling them on the cheap, and I think I got 4 for $10 or something. Of course, the asshole paid me like $8 shipping, I think. But I don't know what it was. They shipped really nice. So I picked up a lot of those. And I was going to get one anyway because I needed to finish out that storyline for New 52, Batman Superman storyline. So I got to love Hans for that, teaching me, or not teaching me, but kind of showing a one that could be hot because I wasn't keeping up with stuff. So that's the main thing, is to go through, sort all my books, read the books after I get them sorted. But it's a lot of the New 52 because I'm not doing any current Marvel. I'm not doing any Rebirth. Now, on the occasion, I'll order a specialty book like Three Stooges or an Oni Press book, maybe like I know I'm missing some of the letter 44s. Or if the Six Gun or Hellhound has some kind of like mini series, I'll pick those up too. But yeah, like I said, for any of the new folks out there, like I mentioned before, Captain Strangelove, Hippie's Collectibles, Gimpy 204, Howler Mouse, Roger 69501, Reader 1717, GPAP, Gene Paul XP. I mean, there's so many of like the ones that, Sleepy Reader 666, just all these guys that when I kind of like started doing videos, they were the ones I always watched. So definitely watch those. That kind of correlates to Huey's Comics. Huey's Comics, which is one of the guys from Blast It or Stash It, is having a contest video, and I don't remember how many subs he has. I just don't really know. I don't really watch for subs anymore. I just kind of like watch to watch people, because and I'll tell you a little bit about that here in a minute, because everyone's always on the damn TV in this house. So I'm either on my phone, my iPad, or my Microsoft Surface, and I'm watching videos because everyone's hogging all the other shit around here. I got one Xbox One in the living room. My oldest is always on that, or the youngest. And then the TV in the bedroom has an Xbox One, or my wife's either on DirecTV or on Hulu or Netflix or whatever, so they're watching that one. So I can't play video games, can't watch normal television, so I have to watch everything on my Surface, or watch it on Hulu on the Surface. So I only have like two TVs in the house. That one, I'm having trouble with that one because the graphics card's not working, so I can't play any games on it right now. So I got to go in there and fiddle with that piece of crap that ain't working, because I miss playing my arcade games. But anyway, those are some of the channels that I originally liked to watch, and I still watch them. It's just I usually spread the love. Like, I can't watch everyone's video, but I'll pick one person that I haven't watched in a while and I'll comment. But I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, tons of channels. I don't even want to, let me see it. Can I see my subscriptions? I'm subscribed to 231 people, and for the most part, they're all comic book related, pop culture channels. Yeah, I mean, because what I like about it, they have action figures. I don't know many that talk about wrestling, but I know Noob likes some wrestling. Okay, so that's Huey's Comics. So check Huey's Comics out. One of the members of Blaster or Stash It. He's a great guy. A lot of good videos come out from him, and you definitely need to check him out. And another guy that I met through the Noob, and I've mentioned him before, is good old Simplify Comic Guy. And I don't know, I just like started watching his videos, and like I got so pulled in by him. For one, he's one of the most generous people I've met a bunch of generous people, but like he's one of the most generous people I've ever seen do videos on the tube. And I've been a member of YouTube, I don't know, I think since 2009. I don't remember, maybe to 2010. But he has tons of giveaways. Every Tuesday is like a giveaway. Like, and if you answer the right questions in the order, you know, he'll take the 20 people that have, or 40 people or whatever. I think it's maybe 20, but he'll take everyone that has the correct answer, and he'll have a drawing like the next day or something like that. And he's giving out like for prizes. One of them I think was Green Goblin's first appearance. One of them is this week I think is Craven's first appearance. There's going to be a big contest later down the line. That's like a summertime contest. Amazing Spider-Man 300, which is Venom's first full appearance, you know, that iconic cover. So, and Vince is also one of the members of the Blast It or Stash It. So I've been doing a lot of Blast It or Stash It, kind of watching and viewing and getting to know those channels. Some other channels that I think need more subscribers, though. Definitely J-Rocks, because he's another guy that just tells it like it is. And I like watching his show. And he did a show not too long ago that talked about, you know, some of the movement in the NBA, and I thought that was really interesting, because even some of those I didn't know went to different teams. And I found out today that Tim Duncan, after 19 seasons, retired. Damn, dude. And I know this ain't comic related, but big props to him. Big fucking props. That's a superstar. You never heard anything bad about him. No fucking drama. Nothing in the damn papers, except I think his wife was cheating on him once, or and left him or something. But for the most part, stayed out of the drama, stayed out of the bullshit, stayed on his one team, and man, just made a great career. So, damn, I thought that was just, what a great career, though. I mean, Jesus, man. I don't know, man. I would have to probably say, like, I know there's a lot of classic centers, but that's probably for me. And I'm not the biggest Spurs fan, or I'm not a big Tim Duncan fan, but for me, that's you know, used to me for me it used to be when I was watching in the 80s, 90s. Two best power forwards, bar none, was fucking Karl Malone and Charles Barkley. Those dudes were just awesome. But dude, Tim Duncan, man, hybrid power forward / center. Shit, he was awesome. It was just amazing to watch him. But anyways, back to the shout-outs. Vince, Simplified Comic Guy. Definitely check him out. Thank you so much. I got a lot of viewers. I can't believe this show is almost 48 minutes. Maybe that's why I quit doing live shows, because they last so long. But what's so fun is just interacting with folks in the comments. And there's so much more. I've learned Who Dat Comics has a contest. He's over 100 subscribers. Simplify's got his contest, and Simplify wanted to know the channels that you think need more subs. Well, for me personally, the Blaster Stash It page needs more subs. So go on over there, check it out. It's an awesome channel. Another one that needs more subs, Captain Cold Comics. He needs more subs. Another one that needs more subs, J-Rocks. Hashtag J-Rocks needs more subs. Manny Melendez needs more subs. Biggie's Comics needs more subs. Shit, everyone could need more subs, honestly. Simplify, you need more subs. And that's the thing, I don't really like look at the sub count anymore. I just kind of like just watch people. Who else? Gimpy204, he needs some subs. I don't know if he really needs some subs, but everyone needs some subs. Kirby's Comics, he needs more subs. Midwest Comic Man needs more subs. All the Blaster Stash It guys need more subs. Bruce Zayas needs more subs. Subs, man, subs. It's like fucking substitute teaching. I learned another great one, and let me tell you about some of the people that I like to watch. You know, I've mentioned Comic Noob, a lot of the current guys. I try to catch Don because Don's always got something going on there. So I always try to catch Don, Comic Junkie. But I like watching the veterans, not so much veterans of YouTube comic book community, but the gentlemen that are that have been collecting longer than myself. Um, Captain Strangelove, Hippies Collectibles, Mike, Comic Crypta Castle Hills. I love Thuggy1. I love Vince, aka Thuggy1. I got into watching Dr. Von Chilla. Thank you so much, Hippie, for mentioning Dr. Von Chilla. I love watching him, and I love watching him when him and his friend Ellis do Ask a 95-year-old. I love watching the elder statesmen, I guess I will call them. But what I love the most about YouTube in the comic book community, and I had a buddy of mine one time, and it kind of like pissed me off. Like he said to me, he said, "Dude, let's do a live show together." And I was like, "Well, I don't really feel like doing one." He was like, "Oh, come on, man, do a live show, do this, do that." But I didn't really feel like doing one. And then, you know, I don't know, we kind of got into a little bickering match or whatever you want to call it. I don't even give a fuck. I went ahead and just, you know, try to get him out of my life or whatever, because I feel so much happier when I'm not around negative people. So I'm trying to sponge myself away from the negatives and weird shit. But he told me one time, he said I ain't got shit to show. That's what he said. He said, "You ain't got shit to show." And I was like, "Well, I'm not like I show things, but for one, this stuff I'm showing is not shit. I mean, it's fucking Dark Shadows, man. You know, fuck Batman. This is Barnabas fucking Collins. This guy will take blood from Batman." And I used Batman as an example. You know what I mean? Fucking A. I like him, Batman. But like he said, I don't have shit to show. But for me on YouTube, in the community, I don't care what people have to show. There's a lot of big books that people have, expensive books. I mean, I've got some big books, but I don't really care about that as much as I care about the stories behind the book, the stories in the book, the stories of the person who bought the book, the person in front of the camera. You know, that's what I want to see. You know, like, I don't want to see books like, you know, okay, don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm doing. I do like seeing comic books, right? I like hearing about it, but I like the person behind the camera. Like William Thord, for instance. William Thord, he gets a bad rap because he likes the villains. You know what I mean? He wants death to all superheroes. And if you're not with William Thord, you got to get with William Thord. I mean, subscribe to William Thord. I'm going to get a little William Thord. I'm going to tell you about the dragon here in a minute. But William Thord, I don't watch his videos necessarily for his books. He has a lot of #1 issues, which are cool, and he does have a lot of Funkos, and I do like watching the Funkos. I love hearing the man talk, telling me about his story, his everyday life in the form of collecting comics and memorabilia and things like that. So I really enjoy watching William Thornton, and he fucking makes me laugh. I mean, that's really what it's all about, and that's another reason why I love Comic Noob, because he's so damn funny, and he's awesome, and he's real. He may not have fucking Detective Comics 27, or I don't even know if any of us have that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He may not have all that shit, but I don't watch him for the book. I don't watch for the books. I watch for him personally. Same with everyone else. You know, it's like, and I've told people this, and I actually joke about it one time. We had a guy, and I don't like reminiscing of the drama and the bullshit, but this guy would have people on his show, and he would get his people on the show to donate prizes to be handed out on his show when this guy didn't do that himself. So it's kind of like, That's kind of shitty. You know, he's kind of, you know, he's got these people on the show, and then he's, you know, asking them for prizes so they can give out prizes to people on his show. And I talked to someone in the comic book community, and I'm kind of going story to story here, um, that you don't have to do that kind of stuff. I mean, like, and some people like have to think that they are hurt if they're not on a live show. Like, there's a lot of great live shows in the YouTube comic book community, but a lot of times they get upset if they're not invited to live shows. And you know, that, I mean, it takes time for people to meet each other and be comfortable around each other, but there's nothing stopping you as a YouTube creator, as a YouTube video maker, of doing your own live shows. I mean, like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You don't have to be on someone's show to promote your own stuff or promote your own show or whatnot. You know, I don't know. I may be getting off on a wild tangent there. And shit, let me check some comments because I kind of forgot what I'm talking about. Shit. You know, you're away from live shows too long and you forget what the hell's going on in your own show. Yeah, and and J-Rox has commented, and we've talked in comments before. That's what it is. We prefer like watching the person. You know what I mean? And if they get a good book, I mean, congratulations to them. That's freaking awesome. But what we get to hear is like the story behind how they got the book, their passion for the book, you know, their thankfulness that they finally got the book, and all that kind of stuff. And then it's just cool and equally cool to hear about, you know, you get a book cheap and then you can flip it for more money. Um, I've done that before. I did it with some 90s X-Men. Made pretty good money too. But they're still talking. Everyone's still talking in the comments, so that's great. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Let me bring my camera up because there was something else I was going to get at. Shit, man, I don't even know what it was anymore. But anyway, so do your own live shows. Don't rely on others or get mad at others because you can't get in a live show. Just kind of do your own live shows, man. It's so simple. I mean, they have Hangouts where you can do it instantly. They have you can set up events. You can do it like that. There's so many different ways to do live shows. What else do I want to do? There's some other stuff I wanted to say. Anyway, that one guy said I don't have shit to show. But you know, shit, people watch because they're interested in me, and that's what touches me the most. You know what I mean? And what I was going to go back to say was like the whole sub thing. It don't really matter about the subs. It's the people. It's not the subs. It's not the views. It's the damn people. Now, don't get me wrong. I've gotten some pretty good views back in the day on some little video game related stuff, and I have ads on the channel. I don't make very much at all. Maybe like $9 a month if I'm lucky. But all of that money just goes back into buying comic books, you know what I mean? So helps me get new stuff and things of that nature. But thank you so much. We've had 20 viewers watching, and that's been great. I'm going to try my damnedest to watch everyone's shows and videos and check on people that I haven't watched in a long time. But remember to just sub each other up, watch each other's videos. Is there anything else I need to discuss on here? Man, I don't know. I hope I've showed enough love to my folks in the comments. And what you can do, this makes it really easy also, is after this video is done and uploaded, go ahead and come back on the show and like make a comment about something, you know, like, hey, Great Legend, show us some books, man. Show us some stuff that ain't Dark Shadows. I love this. I love soap operas. What can I say? I used to watch Days of Our Lives a lot too, but I don't think they have. Not sure if they have their own comic book yet. But yeah, and that way people that are watching on the rewind can kind of come back and sub each other up and things like that. So again, thank you so much for watching. I want everyone to be sure to check out Blast It or Stash It. It's on Fridays. It's got its new channel. It's a new live show, and after that show is usually a Don the Comic Book Live Junkie show, and then after that show there's usually a late night with the noob. I mean, so if you're off on Saturday, man, just stay up all night, man. It's pretty intense. Like, it's so hard to stay awake, but you fight it because you're surrounded by some awesome people. You know, we sometimes on late nights with Noob. I know J Rocks was on there last night. Some other people was on there, but they have Captain Cole Comics on there. You never know who's going to get on there. Wonky Ninja, big shout out to Wonky Ninja. Man, Wonky Ninja, he knows his stuff. If you're not subscribed to him, definitely sub him up. Man, he goes in depth. He makes, you know, after you read something and he reads something, he'll kind of point out things that he saw in the book that we may have not seen. So very articulate gentleman there, and stuff like that. Yeah, articulate. That's some good ass shit right there. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. It's been my pleasure. And this is the Great Legend, folks, saying peace out. Hold on, I always fuck this up because I want to say peace out and God bless and then kind of like turn it to black, but like sometimes I'm not ready to do that yet. But anyways, thanks again so much for watching. Also, don't forget on Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, there is the Stash That comic auction, and that is live on Blaster Stash It. Also, remember, Don the Comic Book Junkie, Simplify Comic Guy, Huey's Comics, Aim High Comics. Sometimes he's really new and he's been doing contests. Who Dat Comics and Collectibles. Oh, and one guy I forgot to mention, one of my favorites, one of my originals I started watching on here, and I don't know if he's going to be watching this whole damn thing to the last little couple seconds, but a lot of love to the Dragon, Thomas Williams Parks, man. TP, the Dragon, he's got an eBay page too. Awesome guy, really fun, really soft spoken, so sometimes you got to crank the volume on the Dragon, but he's damn cool guy too. Also, yeah, just check out everybody, and I think that's about all. See, now I'm kind of rambling. I don't know what's with us guys from the South, always rambling and shit. But anyway, I love y'all. It's the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.